When James Whitfield Thomson was a young man, his life was forever changed by a single phone call. His beloved sister Eileen, just 27 years old, was dead. The official report said it was suicide, a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No further questions, but grief has a way of settling into the soul like fog, and over the years, that fog never quite lifted for James. Eileen wasn't just his sister. She was his confidant, his childhood companion, the girl who lit up every room, the girl who had dreams, a future. At the time, she was married to her high school sweetheart, Vic, a charismatic police officer in San Bernardino, California. To the outside world, their marriage looked idyllic, but behind closed doors, Eileen's life was unraveling. There were rumors, whispers of infidelity, signs of control, of violence. And yet, back in 1974, no one dug deeper. No one wanted to believe a police officer could be a monster behind the badge. For decades, James accepted the official story, until one day he stumbled on an old police report, something that changed everything. It hinted at a violent altercation between Eileen and Vic just days before her death. It mentioned threats, witnesses, a department that seemed determined to bury the truth. What followed was a 20-year odyssey. James poured himself into the case, reopening old wounds, confronting old fears. He tracked down friends, neighbors, anyone who had known Eileen in those final days. He hired private investigators. He uncovered contradictions, overlooked evidence, and damning testimony that had never been part of the official record. The deeper he went, the more the story shifted. Maybe Eileen did pull the trigger, but James came to believe that Vic had placed her finger on it. Through manipulation, through cruelty, through silence. It was, in every sense, a death by slow erosion. Despite overwhelming emotional and circumstantial evidence, the sheriff's department never reopened the case. No charges were filed, no justice served, but James was no longer looking for courtrooms. He was looking for peace. In the end, he wrote a book, A Better Ending, not as a final chapter, but as a promise that Eileen would not be forgotten, that her story, like so many others lost in silence, would finally be heard. Because sometimes justice doesn't come in the form of a gavel. Sometimes it's found in the voice of a brother who refuses to let the truth be buried.